problems. There are always going to be ticks in the law that arise, and what we should be doing is sitting down and working those out.
Now, after lunch with the president today, Nancy Pelosi gave some contradictory advice on how this may play in the midterms. She said Democrats are not running on health care, but they're also not running away from it. Of course, in November, it may not be their choice. Right?
You know, and that was a pretty long appearance in the Wells Garden by the president. He specifically praised Nancy Pelosi, Senator Durbin, who stood up, but he didn't talk about someone else.
There was no shout out for Kathleen Sebelius, the beleaguered Health and Human Services Secretary. You could argue she helped pull them out of the abyss, but the president didn't give her a pep talk, and that's gotten a lot of people wondering what her future will be. Earlier today, Jay Carney insisted people are reading into the situation, but we'll see whether or not she stays on the job.
She was in the front row. Yeah, thank you. Let's get a reaction now to the president's health care announcement and what's going on with Obamacare. Senior political analyst Brooke Hill joins us tonight.
Thanks, Brett. Nice to see you.
What's your thought about the number and presentation?
Well, the problem with this number has always been a problem. And that is that it really was not new. If as the administration says 7 million and change people have signed up, first of all, they're paid. So now you're going to be insured. So you have to subtract and then you have to subtract from that the number of people who were previously insured but lost their coverage because of Obamacare regulations and have simply signed up on the Obamacare website because they had to have insurance. So what you're looking for here, Brett, is a number that's net newly insured. And we don't know what that is. And it may be a while before we do. But in the meantime, all the hoopla over this particular number seems to me to be misplaced. It doesn't even work.
So if you're a red state Democrat who's in this state that is clearly the Obamacare approval is upside down, right? It's disapproval. What does this day mean for you?
Well, I don't think it helps very much because the thing you're worried about if you're a red state Democrat about the re-election this year is the people in your constituency who are among those with lost their policies or who have gone to the Obamacare website to try to get a policy and found they couldn't afford it or found the deductibles were too high or the premiums were too high. That's the segment you're looking to worry about. The segment that has been negatively affected by this is not impressed with these sign-up numbers because of their own experience. Those people have that kind of negative motivation that has proven over time to be a very powerful force in midterm elections where the president is the person deemed to be responsible for the problem.
And quickly, now President Obama, he owned it before, it has his name, but he's really owning it.
Well, you know, when people sometimes say it's not Obamacare, it's the Affordable Care Act, well, he once again today called it Obamacare, so it's official. This is his price.
Okay, good, thanks.
You bet.
The new chief of General Motors says the automaker may have once put economics ahead of safety. Today, CEO Mary Barra made the first of 2 scheduled appearances before lawmakers. Chief Congressional Correspondent Mike Emanuel tells us what else she said from Capitol Hill.
Today's GM will do the right thing. That begins with my sincere apologies to everyone who has been affected by this recall, especially those of us who lost their lives or were injured.
The new General Motors CEO apologized for a defective ignition switch problem in GM vehicles that led to at least 31 crashes and 13 fatalities. Drivers like Samantha Denty want to know why it took a decade for GM to address her Chevy Cobalt shutting down while she was behind the wheel.
Driving this car without playing a game of Russian roulette with my safety and that of my friends. I can't even begin to explain the fear and confusion that rolls through you that moment when you have no control over your car.
Lawmakers press Barra on what took GM so long to take action.
We now know that these switches were defective from the start. In February of 2002, GM's ignition switch supplier, Delphi, informed the company that the switch did not meet GM's minimum specifications, but GM approved it anyway.
She wasn't the boss. What?
She wasn't the boss of GM at that time. Did they bring in the guy that was the boss of GM?
material or a part.
But she was there.
Exact specification.
Yeah, but it wasn't her decision not to do anything about it.
Performance, the safety, the durability, the reliability, the functionality.
A lot of people would.
It will be okay. That happens very often as we buy steel to make the bodies of the vehicles.
Well, then you don't need specifications. With all respect, what you just answered is gobbledygook.
Earlier, the stepfather of a young woman killed in a 2006 crash blamed the automaker's financial trouble for being a higher priority than public safety.
We're fixing the problem when it watches people seeing these two work vehicles and the lives of aviators? Yes. Should GM be held? First, should GM be able to hide behind the warranty?
Absolutely.
Not accept the responsibility and liability of these young lives? No.
The CEO hinted that might have been an issue.
Was there a culture in GM at that time that they would have put cost over safety?
Again, we're doing a complete investigation, but I would say in general, we moved from a cost culture after the bankruptcy to a customer culture.
Barrett called that cost culture disturbing and unacceptable. There are also questions about why the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration was tough on Toyota's recent accelerator issues, but apparently blew the GM switches.
Mike Manuel, live on the Hill. Mike, thank you. Also on Capitol Hill today, executives from Caterpillar are explaining a tax strategy that one senator says
Let me eat and then I'll go get you
Hide
stuff.
in here.
I didn't touch the heat.
Are you sure? Go look at it.
I'm sure I didn't touch it, yeah. What do you want to say?
The report by Senator Carl Levin questions
What's it like outside?
that strategy, but
Chilly,
some
windy.
say it's illegal. Another
You're sitting in a
68.
flannel nightgown. I mean,
Well, so what? You don't
I'll go turn it down.
Up next, what the U.S.
Is it on air or heat?
that some say could lead to a
well,
deal.
it's only 60 degrees out. I mean, 45 degrees out. It's not like it's hot out.
Across the country.
That day,
And then you touched it because it was on air.
17-year-old Lala Ward, who has applied
Yes, it
to
was.
and been
Because I didn't get to turn it off. Yes, it was.
8 Ivy League schools. Quasi Eno scored 2250 out of 2400 on the SAT. He's not sure which school he'll attend yet. KTVU in Oakland with the search for an armed robber, and there he is, who was especially courteous to his victims. They said the man apologized, made sure they had water and TV and were comfortable. He made off with jewelry, a debit card, and a car. And this is a live look at Seattle from Q13 Fox. The big story there tonight. The latest numbers from the Washington mudslide, where authorities now say the official death toll is 27, up 3 from yesterday. Monday, Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith of the Seahawks visited displaced children at a community center. That's tonight's live look outside the Beltway
And sources close to the investigation are telling us that it is being described behind the scenes, if you will, as a criminal act. Everything we're being told points to precisely those concerns.
Nick Roberts, their reporter for Phil, thanks, Phil.
And the real issue here for the political impact, will the media still pursue the real numbers? Are they going to say said and is done, and they're not going to revisit how many have actually paid, how many were previously uninsured, and of course how many are young?
To John's point, this is a big day for the administration to get to this point, to be able to tackle it. And to your point about the press, the president talked directly to the media at one point during the Rose Garden statement. Take a listen.
There will be days when the website stumbles. I guarantee it. So press, just don't want you to anticipate. There will be some moment when the website's down, and I know it'll be on all your front pages. It's going to happen. It won't be news.
It won't be news.
Yeah, look, he's working the refs, and you can tell that the coverage bothered him. But you know, the simple fact is, if anything, look, first of all, if media coverage really affected Obamacare would have been popular a long time ago and stayed popular for a long time. Obamacare from 2009 early 2010 had lavish coverage from the press, where no problems were acknowledged in any significant way by a lot of the mainstream media, and yet the thing was not popular. So I kind of doubt a one-day boomlet of the 7 million number is going to change people's attitudes, particularly when their own lives are affected. Moreover, a number that you don't hear anywhere is that when Barack Obama first called for Obamacare to the nation in 2009, there were 30 million uninsured people in this country. Now it's close to 50 million uninsured people.
Any other mortgage, only with a reverse mortgage, loans paid back in an effective way for folks just like you to get the cash you need to enjoy your retirement.
Call 1-800-791-4075 now to receive a new free information kit, including a reverse mortgage guide and DVD, personal stories from people like you, and a brand new family guide for children and loved ones, all absolutely free with no obligation. With a government-insured, tax-free reverse mortgage from AAG, you always retain complete ownership of your home. Call 1-800-791-4075 to receive your free
Unrefined controversy. Inside the push to ban a new film and silence the Kelly file. Plus, Obamacare, here to stay. Local movie only tonight.
Your symptoms are caused by one of these chemical responses to allergens. Antihistamines target one of these responses. Nasal stops breathing or worse nasal allergy symptoms, even congestion, for 24 hours. New nasal stops more allergens.
The U.S. is now considering releasing him as a possible incentive to keep the Israelis at the peace talks table. We're back with the panel. Joe?
I think this is an absolute farce. This is entirely designed. We have arguments about whether politicians can be brought to jail for the rest of his life or get but this is such a bad deal that Jonathan Pollard is against it. He has let it be known that he thinks this would be an outrage. The only person who thinks that this is worth doing is John Kerry, and the reason why John Kerry thinks to do it is his own vanity. The idea that somehow Abbas, who basically announced today that he's done with this process, which is never a real process to begin with, would do all this. He just wants people these murderers let go, and that's it.
And we should point out Secretary Kerry canceled his trip.
Clearly was under consideration. Whether it's actually going to happen is not clear, but it does seem kind of extraordinary. Almost everyone who's ever been involved in impeachment says it's one thing to let Jonathan Pollard go free in exchange for a deal, the big final deal that everybody's been seeking without any success for all these years. It's another thing to give him up just to keep the talks going, which they're probably going to eventually fail.
even before the Pollard